Good morning, and it is time for another episode of Ryan Phelan's epic morning show in the morning. What do I have for you today? Today is an exciting day because we get to either start it off or end it off with showering with a friend, because it is National Shower with a Friend Day today. Not kidding. I know we're supposed to social distance. I don't know if exceptions could be made if you have already showered with this person before, or if this person needs a shower really bad, and they just need a little bit of help getting to the hard to reach spots. But it is shower with a friend today. Friend day today. And so which segues perfectly, because speaking of showers, or specifically scattered showers, yes, that's right, my weatherman friends, or my weather people friends, it is National Weatherman Day today. I know, so it's like so exciting for you guys. You guys have a very important job. You can tell me if I need to wear a jacket or not. It's very exciting. It's also good to know if I'm gonna have to shovel the walks, and it's and yes, I know technically we shouldn't be saying weatherman or even weather person, because it should be meteorologist, right? So unless if you know of a weather person, and you refer to them as weather person or weatherman, you might see a cold front coming in. Meteorologist. Call them a meteorologist. So I'm going to date myself on the weather person thing or weatherman thing, but you know what, Dar McBool, happy Weatherman Day. And Jordan Wetzel, that's another one, happy Weatherman Day. And David Spence, happy Weatherman Day. Or it says Weatherman Day, I can't help it. I know, our Meteorologist Day, that too. Okay, so I hope you have an excellent day. And for everybody else, have an epic day today. Especially if you get to shower with a friend. Use this. Just you got to do your duty, right? If it says, it's shower with a friend day, your friend's going to back you up. But as promised, I said I would have some Calgary real estate stats for you today, and I have those. So it is interesting times. I thought with everything going on in the world that the market might be a little on the slow side, but it is not. There's lots of activity out there. In fact, the benchmark price is like very close to saying average price, but what they do is they adjust it for the average or the typical home in that area. So typical home, let's say in Calgary, what that does is it takes away anomalies such as if 4 or 5 $8 million extra $8 million homes were sold. That would really mess with the price, right? Or mess with that average price. So what it does is it just takes the typical and gives you kind of an average there. So we are up year to year, because that's the best way to compare it, right? Because it's seasonal. Real estate can be seasonal. Year to year, prices are up by 1.9%, and that's on the total. So the average price in Calgary is $423,800. But that's including everything. So single family detached, semi-detached, which would be like duplexes, row houses, and apartment condos. So let's get a little more specific. Single family detached, the average price is actually up by 2.9%. And so that leaves you at $492,900. So that's, up from last year by 2.9%. That's pretty wild. If you're seeing some multiple offers out there in the market, so if you're thinking of buying, best to be have a system. Make sure that you're on a program where you're getting listings daily, or even as they come up. And don't waste time. Don't say, oh, this looks like a great property, we'll go see it next week, because it might be gone by then. And if you're thinking of selling, I think it's a great time to kind of sell right now. So reach out to your favorite realtor and ask them about what your home may be worth. Let's take a look at semi-detached homes. Again, that's like your duplexes, and prices are up by 1.3%. So your average price in those are going to be is $391,300. Your average price on your row houses, which are like your condos, but they're in a big long row. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory that way. And those are going to be $280,900, and they are actually up by 0.5%. So the condo market not as doesn't have as much of an increase as the rest, but the only one that really seems to have suffered is the apartment condos. And again, year to year, it is actually down by 0.4%. So that leaves it at $245,100. But the numbers are improving, overall. Saying that, again, that's taking a look at the big picture. And I do think, while I do like seeing numbers and seeing, if things are coming up or down, there are certain areas within Calgary that just always hold true and are always are seemingly unaffected by a negative market or a down market, because they are so desirable. These are areas like Parkland is one, Varsity is another one. There's certainly highly desirable areas. With COVID and the whole pandemic thing, I think the downtown market has definitely taken a toll, right? It's taken a hit, because there's less of an advantage to purchasing downtown because you can work remotely. The other thing that has happened too, I believe that first-time home buyers that were at a certain price category, with prices coming down, have realized they could, and interest rates being incredibly low, that they could potentially buy a detached home or a semi-detached home and not have condo fees. So these are things that are kind of driving the market, and it's definitely not typical for this time of year. So if you have any questions about what your particular market is doing, whether you're in Varsity or Douglasdale or Mackenzietown. Speaking of Mackenzietown, if you go Mackenzietown, Mackenzie Lake, Mahogany, Copperfield, South Calgary, that is actually where the most sales have happened. So just interesting fun fact there. That's where you had 143 year to year, so your January stats to January stats, January 2020 to January 2021. So 143 single family detached homes sold. And for new listings, they had 201. So not a huge difference in there between what is being sold and what is coming up on the market. Again, showing you that there is supply and demand. I always think of Trailer Park Boys, so supply and command, Julian. But yeah. So again, if you have any questions about what the market is doing, what your specific market is doing, hey, you can even break it down to the street, because there's, depends if you're backing onto mountain views or onto a ravine. Those are all things that are going to affect value, and things that can affect your home's value. So reach out to me if you have any questions about real estate, buying or selling. And until I see you again, which will be tomorrow, shower up, get your friend, call a friend, shower up, and in the meantime, go hit like, heart, subscribe, and until then, stay epic.